Hello, there we go. I missed the audio button 3 times there. Whatever. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the second hour here of Once Upon a Game Special Edition. Where we're playing Eden, a game about moral decisions and stuff in the Garden of Eden. What's the tagline, Mark? You pitched. What is the elevator pitch for the game?
It's a game about talking to animals and learning what it means to be human.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah,
Okay,
a long time to come up with that. Okay, so shall we just pick right back up?
yeah. So I have us over in the map screen and I made handouts for all our characters so we can just keep track of our quick lessons there. And then I also made a quick little handout for scene ideas. So if you click that, and then there's the 4 lists from the character sheets. So we really can just kind of stay on the map page if we want.
Perfect. Yeah, and if we have this stuff, we don't need to go back to the character page anymore. I think we're good to go. Okay, so we've got a little bit more reading to do because nothing more fun than reading. No, but it's actually
Cool.
super
All
cool.
right. Do you want to rotate off paragraphs again?
Yes, yes.
Okay. I'll begin then. Life in Eden is simple for now. We live amidst the great natural beauties of the
Sorry.
lands. No, it's
I'll
my
probably
fault.
change that word.
Uh, we live amidst the great natural beauty of the lands with the animals all around us. Strife has only recently come into our lives. It is a new feeling, and not a good one.
There is hope for the future because our favorite animals teach us how to act. Unfortunately, the animals only really understand their own kind. The lessons are not always helpful and may even lead us to cause harm.
This is the story of how we grow up and learn what it means to be human. All our lives, we've known only the animals and each other. What is the difference between us and the beasts of Eden? What kind of person will each of us be? The time has come to find out.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, we're entering the role playing part of the game, and it works very, very simply. There are only 2 steps. We're going to play one scene about each player character, and then one of us is going to update the map to reflect what has happened in the previous round of scenes. And then we keep doing that again and again and again until we get sick of it and feel like the story's over. And that's it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very straightforward. So there's a couple of rules. I think probably the easiest way is I'll just give you kind of the bare bones, and then any situation we run into later where a rule is going to apply, I will stop us and kind of lay out how it's supposed to go. So pretty much, you play as your character when it's your turn, and you have full control of what happens to your character, in that no one else can say something that your character thinks, feels, or does. Only you get to say that. And you can also do things to other characters. When you take actions that are towards animals or other characters that are not other player characters, you also get to kind of say how those go if you want to. But you don't get to say what happens to other player characters. So for example, if I want to attack somebody, I can't say the outcome of my attack. I can only say that I punch them or I bite them or whatever. So in terms of character autonomy, that's how that works. In terms of making scenes, it's pretty straightforward. All you're going to do is tell us who is present in the scene, where is the scene happening, and what's going on as the scene opens. Kind of why are these characters interacting at this moment in time? What else do I need to tell you? Yeah, so when it's your turn, when it's your character scene, your character is the center of the action, and you should kind of focus on what they're doing and what they're interested in. And if the scene, if they leave or something like that, whatever, then the scene is probably over.
Okay.
Let's see, anything else I need to tell you? We're also going to, of course, obviously have the chance to play as animals because the animals can talk and we can be them. So when you're playing as an animal, think about how that animal would act, whatever that means for you, and go for it. Just go to town. As a bit of play advice, the animals, like we read, don't really understand humans. So when they give us advice, it's not always going to be applicable or useful, and sometimes will actually be really, really dumb. But maybe we like it, maybe we listen to it, maybe we don't. It's kind of up to you. Speaking of which, if you decide that your character has learned a lesson, or has decided that one of their lessons is wrong or needs to be changed, anytime you want, you can change that lesson on your little character page here on the screen. And that includes during other players' scenes, during one of your scenes, really anytime you want. The only caveat is that you should tell us what you're doing so that we can kind of keep up with it. And there's no cap on how many lessons you can have, but you have to have at least one all the time. With me so far?
Yeah.
Okay. The last thing that you need to know is that it is possible for your character to die or to leave Eden, but only if you want them to. And if an animal or a person dies or leaves the garden, they are out of the story for the rest of the game. And if that happens to be your player character, if you decide that they're gonna die or they're gonna leave Eden, then for your turns from that point forward, you get to frame a scene as an animal instead of as a character. But other than that, you're free to do as you like. So that's it. That's what you need to know, I think.
Okay. Is there someone who wants to go first?
Yeah, anybody can. If you got an idea, Eric, you should go first.
Okay, then I'll go first. I have an idea.
Cool.
So, I'm playing Leah, and Leah can't stand the idea that caterpillars don't like her. Can't stand it.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to have a scene with the caterpillars, basically trying to answer the question, what can I do to get you to like me? So I think I'm gonna make the trek. So as Leah's going to make the trek to the deciduous forest here to go find the caterpillars. Do they all hang out in like a tree, like a giant tree? They all are in it, or they're just all over the place?
Sure.
Maybe I go find Vashti, and probably Vashti's hanging out with caterpillars, so it'd be both, right?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
So,
by the way,
go ahead.
Remind me, what's the pronoun for Vashti? What? She?
Female.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna go hang out with Vashti and be like, hey Vashti, how's it going? Well, I guess then is AP gonna play the caterpillar? Because if you're gonna be Vashti,
you want to play caterpillar?
I will definitely play a caterpillar.
Cool. I'm Vashti.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Actually, in terms of the rules, I actually don't have a choice. If you include my player character,
I kind of inadvertently did that on accident. Oh, okay.
Fine.
So, yeah.
Happy to do it. Let's do it.
Yeah. Hey Vashti.
Hey.
What's up?
Hey. How you doing?
Not great. Not great, Vashti. Normally, I'm having a great old hike with the mountain goats, but something's picking at my brain. I heard the weirdest rumor.
Yeah, it must be a little hard to think. Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently, down here, people don't like me. What's up with that?
Hey, and she puts out her hand, kind of pats you gently on the shoulder. Says, don't strain yourself. Don't worry so much. Just try to be relaxed and calm, and tell me what's going on. Tell me what's bothering you.
I mean, everyone in Eden likes me, except for you guys.
What? Where are you getting that?
I mean, I've talked to the polar bears, I've talked to the orcas, I've hung out with the opossums all the time, and everyone, no one hates me like you guys. You guys think?
Whoa! What? Who said we hated you? First of all, who's we? I mean, Caterpillar, it's you hate Leah?
I mean, she has left us out of the conversation up until this point.
Well, that's true, but we should notice you. I mean, you're kind of small.
What she's really talking about is us.
Okay.
I don't
Leah,
understand this passive aggression. It's so human.
Leah, is that true? Are you talking about the caterpillars? Did they say something to you, like that hurt your feelings, or?
Yeah, the possum said that they overheard the caterpillars talking that they think that I'm a dumb. They think they don't appreciate me. They don't appreciate my brain, my intellect. And
Oh,
I just keep chewing on that, and I don't know why. I've been nothing but nice to the caterpillars, and I want to make it better. I want to
Still
do.
talking about us in the third person as if can't hear us talking right now. If you're chewing on something, you should digest it and then let it out so you can chew on other things. That's caterpillar life.
All right, okay. Well, all right, caterpillars. Let me. What can Leah do to help you? What can I do?
You hold these ideas in your head, Leah. You need to move ideas like leaves. You need to just eat it, let it go, and then wait for the next one to come along. Moving towards it at high speeds, like I'm doing right now. 1 inch at a time, so fast, like lightning.
is the caterpillar like creeping
I
along?
can't. Ah,
I'm trying to do it by like constantly moving my head, indicating
I know that the
the
slow
whole time moving along.
the slow tiny inching of the caterpillar. Yeah, but I can't let it go. I really want you to like me. Is there something I can do?
As long as you
Can I get
can't
you something
let go.
pretty?
It's a paradox. As long as you never let it go, we're going to like you.
Look, caterpillar. Let me. She kind of leans close. She's like, let me talk to her for a second, okay?
Okay.
And I think Vashti is really tall and has like really long hair.
Oh,
that she
that's
keeps
awesome.
having to, like,
I had the opposite idea for Leah, so that's perfect.
so Leah's like really short,
Yeah,
right?
she's
So,
short and like tomboyish hair. Yeah.
So Vashti's like constantly like pulling this hair out of her face. It's just this massive crop of dark brown hair, and she gets brush out of her face. She kind of leans over, and then it's to keep brushing out of her eyes. And she's like, "Listen, Leah, why don't you let's take a little walk. Let's just walk over here and get away from that caterpillar for a second."
Yeah. I mean, okay, bye caterpillars.
And she kind of puts her arm around you, and she's much bigger than you. And she's leaning down, and she's like, "Look, Leah, it's not that we don't like you. It's not that the caterpillars don't like you. That's not the case at all. I mean, you're just dumb. It's no big deal." She says, like, completely as if this were like, and your hair is
a fact of life, yeah.
this color, yeah.
But I'm not. Is that true? How do you know?
Well, I mean, that's what they said, and they're pretty smart.
Can you? Yeah, but do you trust that? Do you trust the caterpillars that much?
Oh, why? And she kind of stops for a second, and she thinks about that, and she's like,
Remember that
No.
time? Yeah.
"You know what? You're right.
Remember
I
that time
don't
with the
trust the
apple?
caterpillars that much. I mean, they said you were dumb, but I don't know. Maybe I have to see for myself. Okay, show me something smart. Do something smart."
I do a dance. Start dance. I don't know.
Do you play dead?
Yeah, I do. No, yeah. No, I like that idea. No, I start to dance, and I'm like, wait, no, I'm sorry, and like it's like I'm like fighting my instinct to do it, and yeah, so then I just play dead. I just literally just collapse.
And Vashti kind of looks down at you, like laying there on the ground, like
Yeah.
and she just sort of slowly shakes her head, and she's like, "No, I guess they were right." That feels like scene to me.
Yeah, definitely
Yeah.
that scene. Great scene. Okay,
Cool.
so let's. I'm gonna evaluate my lesson. I think my lesson's changed. Never give up, no matter what.
Yeah, and again, you can revise it. You can delete and add a new one. You can add another one. Whatever you want.
Yep.
I'm gonna add one as well while you're doing that. It's see for yourself.
I have I was gonna say, truth is in the eye of the caterpillar.
Love it. Love it.
Whatever the caterpillar is right, they're right, and I am a dumb, but I have to fix it. So I have to see. All right, cool.
So moving clockwise, I believe AP is next in terms of framing.
I think James goes to the peacocks in the like terraced bamboo rice paddy forest.
There's just one, right?
There's just one.
Yeah, when I say peacock, I meant the peacock.
Got it. Sorry.
Wanting to learn lessons of wisdom. Would anyone like to play the peacock?
Eric, you want to take this one?
Could you take this one actually?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Gotta get my change persona here. Peacock. Okay.
So James strolls through the bamboo, like picking up bamboo shoots and stacking them in like firewood style, so he can cook them later and eat them. And he's like,
so he's carrying them in his arms.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Peacock, it's so good to see you. I was hoping to talk to you.
Oh, hello.
You've always been so good at looking good.
Well, the peacock kind of if the peacock were capable of the eye roll I just did, then it does that. But
I think peacocks have eyes.
Cool.
They
well,
roll.
I don't know if they. Anyway, that's what it does, and the peacock kind of like makes this sort of very like pleased sound, like oh, thank you. I do know how to carry myself. That's true. Have you seen, by the way, I've got a few new feathers, and it just does the full peacock open, and it kind of like shakes one side, and there's a couple feathers, and it's like, yeah, I just grew these.
See, I can't do that, but I also want to look, if not as good as you, nearly as good as you. I would like others to look on me and think, that person looks good. That is a good-looking human.
What does James look like right now?
James looks kind of like Jack Shepherd from Lost.
Okay, and if you could pretend that I had never seen that,
all right,
you could tell me what that person looked like.
Like a 6'1" Caucasian guy with shaggy hair and a beard, kind of built, but he's just like, I need to look better, the best. I need to be the peacock of humans.
You just described every single person in the Pacific Northwest.
I need to be the peacock of humans. I love that. Yeah, okay. So the peacock kind of like tilts its head and it's thinking for a moment. And it says, well, you don't grow any feathers, do you?
That's true. No, I don't.
And that stuff on your head there, that's not very pretty.
You think?
I mean, it's not colorful.
Could I? You like shed plumage, right? Is that a word that I'm gonna just call it plumage now? That's a word I'm using. Can I like borrow your old feathers and like put them in my hair? I could like hold my hair in interesting positions using your feathers. No, you're not feeling that, peacock?
No.
What do you got for me there?
I don't think so. You see, the thing about being a peacock like me is that there is only one peacock like me. But maybe we can work with this. If the peacock had hands, it would kind of be doing this. Maybe we can work with this.
Maybe it's like scratching. It's
kind of scratching a little. Yeah. Well, okay. I know what you need. The first thing I always notice about humans is that you have no colors. You need some colors. So maybe if you can't grow the colors, maybe you can get something else that has color, like the berries or the sap from the bamboo. Or
I have noticed that when I eat berries, sometimes the juice runs down into my beard.
Yes.
And then my face is oddly stained for a few hours.
Yes, perhaps you can stain yourself or your your hair or your skin or anything else, and perhaps that will excite others by your appearance.
You've given me a lot to think about, Peacock. I'm going to go stand on top of an iceberg and think about this for a long time. You're
What's
a
an
very
iceberg?
wise bird. What's an iceberg? Well, you'd have to come down to the shoreline to see it. It's not colorful.
Too busy, and the peacock
I know
turns
that.
and sort of struts away, its tail feathers waggling.
Can you add a lesson, or can you only...
You may add.
Okay.
No, of course.
My new lesson is now that colors are important to attracting other humans.
Awesome. And I'll point out at this junction that it's absolutely awesome to add lessons, subtract lessons whenever you want, but don't feel pressured to do it if you're not quite sure yet, or you're like, well, did I learn anything? I don't know. Then
I mean, I feel like this is going to be very important on the Leia James storyline.
Oh yeah. No, I'm not saying don't do it. Just
Yeah.
want to remind you that there's no pressure if you don't feel ready. Okay, cool. So I guess that makes it my turn to frame a scene.
Mhm.
And in this scene, I want to see Caterpillar. I think I'm going to confront the caterpillar that led me up to that apple and caused me to fall.
I'll play the caterpillar.
Okay, cool. So this scene's going to take place in the evening. And where do the caterpillars go in the evening?
Where do they go? You know
I
what?
actually
They all
don't know
live in
where they
apples. They all live inside apples. They eat
Love
and
it.
bore into apples, and that's where they sleep.
Cool. So I think that these are apples that are on the trees, or like apples that have fallen down.
Both, but the penthouse loft ones are the most prestigious among the caterpillars.
Okay, perfect.
This one obviously lives in a very tall tree. The one
Cool.
that taught you this lesson. No,
Cool.
it was near that prized apple that you wanted. So
Yeah, that's true. So I think that means Vashti had to climb up there, and Vashti is sort of the way Vashti climbs is really weird for humans. She's like, I mean, she's really tall and kind of gangly, so she has a big reach, but she kind of like hugs the tree and sort of like wobbles herself up it like a caterpillar. I mean, that's basically envisioning. Very uncomfortable, very weird,
yeah,
but it works. And she kind of comes to the apple and she goes like, "Caterpillar,
Ah,
come on out."
do you have any idea what time it is?
Nope. It's dark. That's what time it is.
Yeah, it's dark.
Noontime.
It's moon time. Why are you doing awake? Caterpillars sleep at this time.
I couldn't sleep, Caterpillar. I had to talk to you.
All right, give me 1 second, and you hear it.
You don't have a shirt on?
Yeah. it crawls out, and you see its little head, its little like antenna or whatever, like darting around. Like, oh, there you are. Oh, it's you. Yeah.
Hey.
Oh, hey. Sorry, I couldn't recognize your voice. You all humans sound the same.
That's okay. Listen, Caterpillar, I just wanted to ask you something about the other day. Do you remember when we went up to that really high branch to get that apple? And then I fell down? Do you remember that?
What? No. Wait.
You don't remember that?
Oh yeah, no. Oh no, that was you. Yeah, that was you.
That was
you
me.
destroyed my home. Now I have to live in my second
Sorry,
home
what?
here. Yeah,
Wait.
you broke that branch, and now it's on the ground. And who wants to live on the ground? That's weird. That's gross.
What?
That
You
was your-
let me up there.
Yeah, but that wasn't an invitation for you to go around wrecking people's homes.
Wait a minute. I don't understand. I told you I wanted that apple.
Yeah, and you went up there and you broke all those branches like a massive storm.
But didn't you Didn't you live in the apple? Why didn't you say something?
Well, I lived in the neighboring apple. I don't know
Oh.
why you broke that other apple. That one was perfect. I was saving it for you, and then you ruined that branch, and both the apples fell with you
Oh.
alongside it.
Oh. Oh. Caterpillar. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I
you
didn't
didn't think about
realize.
me, did you? On your pursuit for that apple.
No, I guess not. But why did you take me up there if you thought it was gonna break?
It wasn't supposed to break. I don't know why you broke it. You broke it, not me. I've never broken anything.
Well, and Vashti's like her feeling is she's really frustrated, but she also kind of like she's kind of like, yeah, I guess this caterpillar actually has a point.
I'm sorry. I might be cranky because of my sleep. I've been feeling really sleepy lately.
Hmm.
I don't know. Totally thinking that he might have to cocoon soon. Right?
Oh,
But just like I've
yeah.
been really sleepy lately. Sorry. I didn't mean anything by it. I'm really
No, no,
sorry.
no. You know what? I think you might be right. I think I did make a mistake, and I guess I should make it up to you because I broke that branch, and you wanted that apple, and you live there. Yeah, I'm gonna make it up to you. You just wait and see. And before the caterpillar can say anything else, Vashti's like already scampering down the tree.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Good scene.
Okay. So after a roundation,
That's a word.
round slash rotation of scenes, we're going to update the map. So that process is pretty straightforward, and what it means is one of the three of us is going to spend a few moments thinking about what's transpired in the previous scenes here, and then changing anything on the map that kind of corresponds to changes that are happening in the garden. And you can also extrapolate just a tiny bit out from there, in terms of like, for example, if someone had said, "Oh, I'm going to cut down that tree," you could show the tree is now cut down, something like that. But then beyond that, you are invited um, to talk about why the changes are happening. And we're each going to get to do that in any order, but once until everybody's done it once, and then we'll start a new fresh batch and everybody can do it again and that kind of thing. Make sense?
Okay. Yeah.
Cool. So who wants to change the map first?
How much of the map needs to be updated?
It doesn't have to be a lot. It can be very, very minimal. And I mean, if not very much happened, then it might just be a minor detail here or there.
I'm wondering, since there's many caterpillars, and we're spending a lot of time in Caterpillar Town,
Mm-hmm.
and it sounds like some of them might be getting sleepy. Maybe there's a couple cocoons hanging off some of those trees.
That sounds awesome.
I will leave someone with superior art skills to draw those cocoons.
I will cocoon.
Mine will just look like a piece of poop hanging off the tree.
I'm afraid that's where it's
I mean,
going to be.
That's kind of what a cocoon looks like, isn't it?
I mean, Eric will probably like shade it and then make it look 3D
Yeah.
by plopping the image out.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh boy. No pressure.
Pressure, bro.
Oh, nice. That looks great. And AP, is there anything else on the map that you want to change or feel like is changing?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay. Cool. Cool.
Yeah. There we go. Just a couple cocoons. Like those nest. I don't know. Yeah, those like nest cocoon things. Okay. I don't have anything I want to change yet.
It's just one of us.
Oh. Okay. Good.
So we're done with the map part. We're back to scenes.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
So does it go back to me, or after each round does it reset and then someone else can go if they want to?
It goes back to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Those caterpillars. They're right. They're so right.
Yeah. Leah is distraught about this.
I will do something on my own to prove that I'm smart, and then return to the caterpillars for once I know I am smart. So, what I will do... okay. I know what's going to happen. So this will be after the fact. So I spent all this time going through the both forests, finding all the best wood that's on the ground. And I'm going to build the perfect tree for the caterpillars to live in. Basically like an artificial caterpillar tree.
That is literally what Vashti was going to do.
No way!
Awesome. That's perfect. You got to do it. Do it before she does. That's great.
Well, how about that's part of the scene?
Murder.
Well, actually, maybe that's the scene. No, I want to see. I want to see that actually.
Okay.
Vashti. So I'm building this thing, and Vashti comes across, and it's your idea as well for the caterpillars. So
Cool.
I want to know. I asked Vashti for help. I want to know if Vashti wants to give her help or say it's a bad idea or take it for herself. Something like that, right? Like I want to play to see what that is. And that's copyright law. Copyright law is invented in Eden. Yeah. So, yeah. Let's do that. That's the scene I want to do. So yeah,
Okay, where are we? Who's here?
So it's gonna be I'm keeping this as a surprise from the caterpillars. So the caterpillars don't see this. So I think it's just gonna be me and Vashti. I'm sorry, James. We're definitely gonna have our scenes and our romantic subplot. Don't worry, it will happen.
I'm stoked to see it happen, but
right now, let's do this. So it's just somewhere between the both forests, and I'm slowly working away, kind of like lashing these pieces of wood together, trying to make some kind of like teepee tripod thing with some branches dangling off of it to make this like really elaborate.
And Vashti walks up to your. You said that you called her here, or she just happens upon you?
I think you happen upon it because I think you're gathering sticks for your own.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
And then I say, hey Vashti, hey, do you have a minute?
Huh?
Would you mind helping me? Would you mind helping me with something real quick?
She's like got a bundle of sticks in her arm. I'm kind of busy. What are you doing?
The caterpillars think I'm dumb, so I'm going to prove that I'm not dumb. I'm going to build them a nice little house, a nest for them to live in, and a great tree, a perfect tree for them to live in.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
That's
so look what I've gotten so far. It's got two floors. Look at this.
Wow. And is it actually good?
Yeah, it is. I really want this.
Sorry, I should rephrase. Out of character. I'm asking, does it look good or is it really crappy?
Oh no, yeah, no. It looks really good.
Cool.
It's very skillfully made.
Great. Okay, so Vashti is really impressed. She's sort of awestruck, wow. You know what? Yeah. I was gathering all these sticks to do the exact same thing. I actually was gonna also build a home for the caterpillars.
What? Yeah. Get out of here! Hey.
No, I know, because I broke one of their branches, so I had to fix it.
Oh.
But now now maybe I should just help you.
Yeah, if you said you're busy though, and I don't want to keep you from what you're, it's busy. Whatever you're busy with, but
I barely even started. You're way further on than I was.
Oh, then yeah, why don't you help me? We can both take credit, and then the caterpillars will think we're both smart and good. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll definitely both take credit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Yeah.
I think that's scene. I think that's scene. Obvious. Yeah. What we're foreshadowing here. Perfect. Yeah.
Cool.
Nice. Excellent.
All right. AP.
I think it's the scene of James and Leah, and a mountain goat. James is coming to the mountain river area that Leah is normally at, covered in berry juice head to toe.
That's literally the latest Axe body spray.
His beard is completely red. His hair is blue, and he's like blackberry stained his whole body.
Oh my
And
god.
he's like,
Are there just like opossums like licking your feet?
he's like arriving and asking a mountain goat to like help him go see Leah. He's like observing Leah from over top of a rock. He's like,
Okay.
hey, so I guess Mark, you have to play the mountain goat because Leah has to play Leah.
Leah has to be Leah. Yeah, I'd be happy to be the mountain goat. So just in terms of rules clarification, the other option would be for you to narrate what the mountain goat says. But
I'm good with letting the mountain goat tell me whatever.
Cool. I'll tell you whatever.
Hey, goat.
Mountain goat face. What's up?
I was hoping to do something really impressive.
Mm-hmm.
I have total
Good
confidence
luck.
in this berry thing, but I was thinking maybe if you went down with me, like, you know how birds of a feather travel together? I was hoping you would be like my pack mate here.
Okay.
I'm going down to talk to Leah, and I would just like someone to back me up on that. Stand nearby, maybe make me look better.
The goat like tentatively reaches out and like licks one of your arms.
That's the good stuff. That's the blackberry right there. That's fresh.
Yeah, you taste pretty good. All right. Oh yeah.
All right. So I'm like,
And
all right.
this goat, how are you a pretty big dude?
Yeah, 6'1".
James? Oh yeah, that's right. You're big. Yeah. So the goat's not too huge next to you, although it's a big shaggy goat with big old horns. But it's kind of like, yeah, all right. So sorry, one more time. What do you want me to do for you?
I just want you to stand near me and make me feel better.
Okay.
If you can occasionally say something that makes me sound like I'm much cooler than I am.
You know what? I got your back.
You can talk about how these berries taste too. I feel like that'd be very positive.
You don't have any more of them, do you? Just like,
you know what? I'll tell you what. Next time I'm up here, I'll bring some extra for you and all of your brothers and sisters.
All right, cool. Let's do this.
Sweet.
Wait, give me hoof. The hoof.
Right. Yeah, I totally high hoof him.
All right, let's do this.
And James will like slide down this smooth rock. And then, like, going to roll, be like, "Oh, nope, this is a mistake." Start getting rock dust.
I think the goat like has totally caught on to what you want, and it like gallops down past you as you're rolling. It's insanely fast, and like stops and kind of blocks, so that you can crash into it, and then kind of stand up behind it.
Yeah, perfect. And then I stand up. I'm like, "Oh, hey, Leah, how's it going?"
The goat kind of looks over, and it's like, hey,
I was just walking with the goat and saw you there. See all this cool berries that are covered in rock dust now? Yeah, that's a new thing me and Peacock have been working on.
I mean, I get very timid. I'm like, oh yeah, hey James, yeah, that's really great. Obviously, like I'm completely understating how awesome it is and how much I like you, right? You know, I'm like, yeah, like looking at my feet, you know, like, yeah, wow, that's really cool.
It is pretty cool. Thanks. You know, I was just in the area talking to the goats, and I saw you there, and I was wondering if maybe later you'd like to go walk by the shore with the orcas. Maybe we could go see polar bear. You know, you don't have to agree or anything. It's not like a thing. Just if you don't have anything else to do. I know it's like caterpillar season, and that's, you know. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really busy, but that sounds really great. If maybe, yeah, okay. Just I have to do one thing. I just have to do one thing, and then I'll meet you there. Okay.
I'm like, yeah, that's cool. And I like reach down and I like put the goat in a headlock, and I'm like, dude, you did it, goat.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
Is that fresh blackberry on you?
Yeah, no, it's fantastic.
It's delicious.
Yep.
Nice.
This guy is really sweet.
That's true. The level of sweetness on my skin right now is I'm really concerned about the rock dust, though. I'm probably going to go clean that off.
Yeah, you may want to do that.
Yeah, you might want to do that.
All right. Hopefully I don't get eaten by orcas. Cool. I will see you at the beach.
Yeah, definitely. I just have to go ask Vashti to do a favor for me, and then we'll go.
God, what would you do to be like? Oh, I will offer to like high hoof you again, mountain goat. I was like, I'm gonna pet him, but then I'm like, well, I might not want to be pet, but he has offered to hoof. Yeah, I'm like,
scratch the chin, dude. Sign of respect.
Oh, scratch the chin. Yeah, scratch the chin and be like, good work, mountain goat.
Goat likes that. Goat's like, yeah. Just bring me those berries, though, huh?
Of course. Next time I'm up here to totally not see Leah and just randomly happen across her, I'll make sure to bring berries for you.
Humans are really weird.
Yeah, it's rough. It's a rough life. All right, I'm out. I'm going to go swim with the orcas. Try not to get eaten.
Nice. Cool.
Scene?
Yeah, I think so.
Cool.
Awesome.
All right. And that means it's me. So this is the scene now where we, Leah and I, are going to unveil the tree to the caterpillars.
I have okay.
So, go ahead.
Can I do a suggestion? Can I have a suggestion to add on to this? Yeah. Can it be right before the unveiling thing? Because, I mean, I had an idea and I want to play it off you and I want to know if you take it or leave it.
Yeah.
I know we had this thing where we're building this tree now together to present to the caterpillars. Mm-hmm. I was thinking about asking you to just do the presentation and give me credit while I go off on this date.
So you and me were like one mind right here, yeah. No, I was thinking something.
Right? Just like, listen, I know we're doing this thing, but I gotta bail.
Yeah. Okay.
My love just asked me to do this thing. Yeah.
Let's do it in scene. Let's do it in character.
Yeah.
We're kind of like not wheeling it. We're like carrying the tree. I guess the big tree thing.
Oh yeah, like we're both like holding this thing.
Yeah, we're kind of both got.
It was way more like leaning towards me because your lift is like me like up here. But yeah, right.
Yeah.
So anyways, yeah.
You're like dangling off the bottom, feet are kicking, and I'm like kind of.
Yeah. Exactly.
Cool. So, yeah. So Vashti's kind of like looking around it at you, and it's like, so, sorry, you were saying something about James?
Yeah, he showed up covered in berries and wants to go on a walk with me. Can you believe that? Blackberries.
No, wow.
Yeah, I mean that's what possums do when they like each other, like each other. Yeah, they give themselves blackberries.
I had no idea.
I think he likes me. I'm gonna go, and I mean,
I think he does.
I think he's all right too. So like. Do you mind if you do this on your own as I go do that? Is that cool?
And Vashti's like, there's this little glimmer in her eye, and she's like, oh yeah, no, of course, no problem. I mean, you gotta go when somebody wants to take a walk. I mean, you gotta go.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. You're so understanding. Awesome.
I mean, it's like the caterpillars always say. You gotta take everything just. Take everything 1 inch at a time.
Exactly.
You gotta concentrate.
They're so smart. They're so smart.
They're really smart.
They'll really understand. Yeah, thank you so much. And thank you so much for your help. Without you, this never would have gotten done completely. You were able to get that top level because I'm so short. It really, really brought it together.
You go have fun, and I'll take this to the caterpillars. I'll tell them all about it, and we'll go from there.
Great. Oh, I love you so much, Vashti. You're everything a friend could ever be.
Thanks, Leah.
Nice.
I know. So I think Leah like scamper off. She's out of here.
Yeah.
Cool.
Go.
So let's go see. AP, would you be willing to be a caterpillar?
Oh yes.
And actually, Eric, you could also be a caterpillar.
Yeah. I'll be a caterpillar as well.
Yeah, I want to see how this plays out. So, by herself now. In fact, Leah was really not helping carry the thing. It was mostly just Vashti. Vashti kind of manages to pull this tower, I don't know, whatever it is, tree thing that we've made, and kind of sets it down. and it's like, attention, caterpillars, presenting this beautiful deluxe accommodation. What do you think? And there's like apples, like little vine, like with apples tied onto the branches. So there's kind of like all these apples sort of arranged perfectly.
I mean, that's nice for one season. But are you gonna retie the apples every season?
The future domiciles of all etymology.
I mean, if we need to, we could do that. I don't know. I mean, here it is. Like, what do you think?
It looks a lot like another tree.
It looks very tree-like. It's definitely tree-like. If
Well, come on, check it out.
The idea of not having to go very far for food and having a lot of it.
Well, come check it out. And she kind of puts out her hands to like the caterpillars can kind of scooch onto them, and then she takes them over. And...
I don't know if I want to get that hasty. All right, I'll give it a try.
Hey, I mean, yeah. Of course you wouldn't be hasty. You live in a freaking tree the whole time. You're not in one of those apple cores on the ground. Yeah, that sounds great. and you know a bunch of the lower class ones end up fitting in there.
And I think Vashti has no conception of their like complex class system that the caterpillars have developed. So she's just like picking up off the ground and like putting them on the top, and then like taking some from where she can reach and like putting them in the middle, and it's just like destroying the social order essentially.
Yeah.
So how do the caterpillars react to this?
I'm just like counseling the apple core caterpillars. I'm like, there's no need to have the humans get involved in our sectarian violence.
I think the less
they have no
caterpillars are like, this is amazing. This is everything we'd ever want. This is perfect. Look at all this space. Look, we can raise a family.
And Vashti, go ahead.
Tree. You move me one branch higher, please, if you would, Vashti. I was a little fast. But you know what? I'm here now. Yep, this looks like Tree Branch Town. I think all of the tree caterpillars will like it up here.
Excellent.
Yeah, this will do. Look at all this space. Look at this. This is finished hardwood. This is nice.
And so I think Vashti's going to find that caterpillar that she had spoken to the night before.
Yeah.
Whichever one of you wants to be that one.
Eric?
I'll do that one. I did it before.
Okay.
Yeah.
And she's going to just like straight up ask this caterpillar who's kind of been surveying, looking at the thing. And she's like, okay, so I built this for you. What do you think?
I mean,
I wanted to replace the branch that I broke, so I built this thing.
He's like trying to find something bad about it and keeps looking at it. It's like, what? And he uses his little antenna and he's like, come closer,
Mm-hmm.
real close.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm proud of you. You did good, kid. It's all right.
Swell of pride.
This is all right. Yeah, really good job. You did this, and you did this all by yourself?
Yeah. All by myself. All right, let's cut there.
Yep. Nice. Perfect.
All right, cool. So it looks like, if my feeling of timing is correct, we will have just enough time to update the map, and then we'll probably need to take another break.
Yeah,
Is that right?
that's about right. That's about the
Cool.
pacing that I'm seeing, too. Perfect.
All right. Eric, do you want to do the map, or should I?
I think we're both probably thinking the same thing. I'll do it then.
Okay.
So I'll do the easy one. So
And you can change more than one thing. Like, you change a bunch of stuff, whatever you feel like fits in with what we just did in the scenes.
I'm going to... Okay. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is draw the tree structure thing.
Mm-hmm.
I love the idea of caterpillars having this like highly developed war where
It's been going for like centuries.
whoever can eat leaves and apples fastest gets to be in the highest part of the tree.
It's sort of like It's sort of like
undermine each other, or they like eat already hollowed out apples so that they can go through it faster.
So there's this
It's
giant
kind of,
tree. It's like a cat thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a cat apartment.
What? I was thinking the same thing, like a cat tower is kind of what I was almost picturing when you were describing it.
Yep. And
The
obviously
one caterpillar at the very top is called the most highest.
yeah, and then I'm going to draw a rocky trail of rubble of this is James' path down to Leia. This huge long path. Alright. Those are the two things I'm going to elect to update here. Okay. So I think that will wrap up our second hour here, and then we're gonna go back into our third hour here after a quick little 5-minute break to give us some time to get some more water and things. So we'll be back, guys, in 5 minutes.